A dark, hand-drawn art style, a vast, ominous landscape, and a deep, mysterious lore are just some of the reasons why players are captivated by the world of Hallownest. My name is Soju from the Straight Chilling Podcast, and today I'll be reviewing Hollow Knight from 2018. The art style of Hollow Knight is a defining feature of the game and has been widely praised for its beauty and attention to detail. It is a 2D hand-drawn art style that is dark, eerie, and atmospheric. The characters in Hollow Knight are all beautifully designed, with each character having a unique look and personality. The main character, the Knight, is a small bug-like creature with a simple design that belies the complexity of the character's journey and backstory. The game's environments are also richly detailed and vary in mood and tone. The backgrounds are often dark and foreboding, with eerie lighting and shadows that create a sense of mystery and danger. The environments are also filled with intricate details such as crumbling architecture and organic plant life that make the world feel alive and full of history. The color palette of Hollow Knight is primarily dark and muted, with a focus on shades of blue, gray, and brown. However, there are occasional bursts of bright colors that provide contrast and help to highlight important objects and characters, and also give a unique feeling to each one of the world's locations. The animation in Hollow Knight is fluid and well crafted, with each character and enemy having a unique set of movements and actions. The animation helps to bring the world to life and make it feel like a living, breathing place. The game also features a range of visual effects such as particle, texture, and lighting effects that add to the atmosphere and enhance the gameplay experience. Overall, the art style of Hollow Knight is a masterful blend of dark, moody environments, detailed character designs, and fluid animation that create a world that is both haunting and captivating. Movement mechanics are smooth and the upgrades feel powerful and rewarding. I feel like Hollow Knight offers a good blend between combat gameplay and platforming, with certain areas sometimes combining the two, while other challenges or arenas might lean strongly toward one or the other. This also adds a fun strategic element in the game in the form of charms. There are a total of 45 charms throughout Hollow Knight, all which offer unique buffs to your character. If I'm facing more of a platforming challenge, I tend to add more health and movement-based charms to my build. However, if I'm facing a boss battle, then I'll add more charms that improve my overall damage. Having so many choices in the form of charms made finding the charms feel worth the effort and also kept the game feeling fresh even through multiple playthroughs. The game also features a lot of platforming challenges that require precise jumping, timing, and control. The Knight can jump, dash, and cling to walls, making it possible to navigate through tricky obstacles and reach hidden areas. As the player progresses through the game, they will encounter challenging bosses that will test their combat and platforming skills. Each boss has unique attack patterns and requires the player to learn their weaknesses and patterns to defeat them. Hollow Knight also has a deep and mysterious lore that is gradually revealed as the player explores the game's world. The game's story is full of interesting characters, each with their own backstory and motivations. Likewise, the soundtrack of Hollow Knight is one of the most acclaimed aspects. Composed by Christopher Larkin, the musically perfectly captures the game's dark, mysterious, and atmospheric world, enhancing the player's emotional connection to the game's characters and story. The music in Hollow Knight is often slow and melancholic, with haunting melodies that perfectly capture the game's mood and atmosphere. The music sets the tone for each area of the game, immersing the player in the world of Hallownest and creating a sense of wonder, mystery, and unease. The soundtrack makes use of a variety of instruments including piano, strings, woodwinds, and percussion. The music is often sparse, with a focus on a single instrument or melody line. This approach creates a sense of intimacy and emotional resonance that adds to the game's overall impact. In addition to the melodic tracks, the soundtrack also features ambient soundscapes that helps to create a sense of place and immersion in the game's world. These soundscapes often incorporate sounds from the game's environment, such as dripping water, creaking wood, or rustling leaves. The soundtrack also features dynamic music that changes based on the character's actions. For example, the music may become more tense during combat or change depending on the player's location within an area. Overall, the soundtrack of Hollow Knight is a beautiful and haunting masterpiece that perfectly complements the game's visuals and gameplay. It is a testament to the power of music to create an immersive and emotional gaming experience. While I have a lot of praise for Hollow Knight, there are some negatives as well. First of all, Hollow Knight can be a challenging game, especially for players who are not used to difficult platformers. Some players may find the game's difficulty level to be frustrating or discouraging. The game's combat and exploration can also be repetitive over time, especially for players who are not as interested in collectibles or strategic gameplay. This game can also be unnecessarily tedious at times. Dying far away from a bench could mean traveling over and over again to a potentially difficult location, and also runs the risk of players losing all of their money. At a certain point in the game, certain locations and pathways can become blocked, which means players unnecessarily have to travel the long way around. The game's slow pacing and deliberate storytelling may not be to everyone's taste. Some players may find the game's storytelling to be too slow, drawn out, or even vague, especially if they are looking for a more fast-paced experience. Overall, I'm giving Hollow Knight a 4.5 out of 5. I absolutely love the art style, gameplay, and music. The replayability on this game is fantastic, with its only major flaws being its occasional unnecessary tediousness and some extremely punishable difficulty. This is a modern day classic in my mind, and a game I would highly recommend to most gamers. If you've played Hollow Knight before, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get some weekly horror content from the Straight Chilling podcast, and until next time, don't forget to keep chillin'.